Hi friends, this is Leela. Welcome to my channel Leela Web Dev. In this video we will learn about the last window operator, that is WindowWhen. So this also comes under the transformation category operator only. Now let's try to see what is this WindowWhen. If you go to the operators list and here if I show you, so why I told you this one is the last one, so here you will be able to see. So WindowWhen is the last one in the transformation category. Now if you try to read the definition of this one, what is the definition here? Branch out the source observable values as a nested observable. So all the window operators, so it will divide the source observable values into a separate observable, so nested observables. So into a set of observables it will divide, and in which basis it will divide is the main thing. So these are all the operators comes. So now in which basis it will divide? Using a factory function of closing observables to determine when to start a new window. Okay, so here you will be having only the closing selector. So that means WindowWhen, from first onwards only it will try to capture the values. It will try to capture the values and convert it into observable. But when to stop taking the values depends on this closing selector. So here you will be able to see that there is only one parameter for this one, that is closing selector. So closing selector is a factory function, so which returns an observable, so that the observable whenever it emits a data or it completes, then automatically it will collect the data and it will send it as an observable. So this is about the WindowWhen. Whereas the window toggle you will be having the opening selector, opening observable, and also the closing selector, so that the opening, when this opening emits the data or completes, then only it will start collecting the values. When this closing selector is fired, then the values that is captured between the opening and the closing selector, those values will be converted into a nested observable. So here at the first only it will start collecting the values, converting the observable. When it need to stop is determined using the closing selector. So here you will be having only the closing selector. Now if you try to see the marble diagram for this one, here you are having a source observable which is emitting the values B, C, D, E, F like that, so on to I, and here you are having a closing selector. This is the window. For this WindowWhen operator you will be passing this what I can say, this observable. Now when this observable is complete, so now WindowWhen, when this observable is passed through the WindowWhen operator, it starts collecting the data B, C, D, go on like that. When this inner observable is completed, so whatever the values that has been collected here, so that has been emitted by the source observable. So here it is emitted B, C, D, right? So these values will be converted into a new observable here. In the same scenario again it starts collecting the values E, F, G, and then after G it will be completed. So then after H it will be completed. So those values is taken here. So like this the values will be taken by the WindowWhen operator, and it will be emitted as an observable whenever the closing selector is fired. So this is about the WindowWhen operator. Now we will see the practical implementation, how we can use this WindowWhen operator. So it's a simple thing only. Let's try to see nggc pages / WindowWhen operator, right? Now in this WindowWhen operator, let's go to this operators.component.html, and here I will write WindowWhen, and here I will use WindowWhen, okay, and let's save this one. Let's go to the app routing, and in this app routing I will be using WindowWhen operator here. Yeah, WindowWhen, and here also I will be using WindowWhen operator component, right? Let's try to see WindowWhen operator component. Yeah, we got. So now if I try to go to the implementation of this one, so let's close these all the things. Yeah, I have closed these all the things. Let's save this one, and I will open WindowWhen operator, right? Hope we need to get WindowWhen. So let's try to see it again. WindowWhen operator component.ts. Now here let's see that you have a source observable. Source is equal to interval of 500. So for every 500 millisecond the interval will try to emit the data. So on 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 like that. Now if I pass this one dot subscribe of data, and if I do console.log of data, okay, and if I use this pipe operator, Now I want to use the WindowWhen, right? WindowWhen, WindowWhen. Now here we need to give the closing selector. So closing selector means, so interval of, let's assume that interval of 2000. Okay, so after 2000 to 2 seconds, this interval will limit the closing selector, limit the data, so that WindowWhen, whatever the values emitted after these 2 seconds of time, before these 2 seconds of time, those will be converted as an observable. Now here if we try to see the output, let's go to here and let's try to open this WindowWhen. If I click here, you are able to see the observable, right? As we know that WindowWhen operator always releases the observables. So now if in order to display, get the values, whatever the values that are present in the observable, we can use this merge map and val dot pipe to array. I can convert this one to array. That's it. Now let's try to see whether we could get output or not. So now this one we need to import this one from RxJS. Yeah, I hope that one is imported. Yeah. Now let's try to see the output. If I try to see the output, let it refresh. Now you will be able to see that 2 seconds 0 1 2, and you will be able to see 3 4 5 6 7. So these are the values that are displayed in the for every 2 seconds of time. So now this is the condition which will what I can say, which will decide when to close the value, when to close taking the values as an observable. So this is about the WindowWhen operator. So the WindowWhen operator takes only one parameter, that is a closing selector. So that will decide so when to emit the data, the complete values, whatever the values taken here, so as an observable. So this is about the WindowWhen operator. Hope you understood about this WindowWhen operator. So if you have any doubts or any suggestions, please post the comments below to this video. And if you like this video, please do support me by subscribing to my channel. Thank you.